BYD doesn't just make electric cars. They make plug-in hybrids that can drive over 1,000 kilometers on a single tank and a full charge. And they're coming to Canada. Most Canadians don't know that BYD's best-selling vehicle globally isn't a pure EV. It's the Song Plus DM-i, a plug-in hybrid compact SUV that outsells most cars in the world, regardless of powertrain. In China, the Song Plus starts at roughly 22,000 Canadian dollars. In Australia, it sells for around 32,000. Canadian pricing is expected between 30 and 35,000. That would make it the cheapest plug-in hybrid SUV in Canada by a wide margin. The closest competitor, the Toyota RAV4 Prime, starts at roughly 51,000. The Hyundai Tucson PHEV starts around 45,000. The gap is $15,000 to $20,000. Here's what makes BYD's hybrid technology different from everything else on the market. Their DM-i system uses an extremely efficient 1.5-litre engine paired with an electric motor and a blade battery. The engine doesn't power the wheels directly most of the time. Instead, it acts as a generator charging the battery while the electric motor drives the car. This means the car drives like an EV most of the time, with the engine only kicking in on highways or when the battery is depleted. Combined range on the Song Plus is over 1,000 kilometers. Pure electric range on a full charge is between 50 and 110 kilometers, depending on the model. That means for most daily commutes, you never use a drop of gas. But for road trips, you have the range confidence of a traditional vehicle. This solves the single biggest objection Canadians have about EVs: range anxiety. Especially in winter, when battery performance drops significantly. A BYD plug-in hybrid gives you electric driving for 90% of your trips and gas backup for the other 10. No range anxiety. No charging infrastructure dependence. BYD's hybrid lineup isn't just the Song Plus. The Qin Plus DM-i is a sedan expected to start around 25,000 Canadian. It would be the cheapest plug-in hybrid sedan in the country. The Han DM-i is a larger executive sedan with more power and range, competing with the Toyota Camry hybrid at a lower price point. And the Tang DM-i is a 7-seat full-size SUV that could undercut the Toyota Highlander hybrid by $15,000 to $20,000. None of these have confirmed Canadian launch dates yet. BYD's first wave focuses on pure EVs, including the Dolphin Atto 3 and Seal. The hybrids are expected in the second or third wave, likely 2027 or 2028. But when they arrive, the impact could be even bigger than the EV lineup. Here's why. Canada's EV adoption rate is still under 15% of new vehicle sales. The majority of Canadians still buy gas vehicles or conventional hybrids. A plug-in hybrid removes the biggest barriers to electrification without requiring any lifestyle changes. No home charger needed, although it helps. No route planning around charging stations. No range compromise in -30 winter conditions. The traditional automakers know this. Toyota sells more hybrids than any other manufacturer in Canada. The RAV4 hybrid is consistently one of the best-selling vehicles in the country. But Toyota's plug-in hybrid pricing starts above $50,000. If BYD delivers a comparable vehicle for $30,000 to $35,000, it doesn't just compete with Toyota. It forces Toyota to respond. And based on what happened in Australia, that response comes fast. Within 18 months of BYD entering Australia, Toyota, Hyundai and Kia all adjusted pricing and incentives on their EV and hybrid lineups. The tariff question matters here too. BYD's hybrids would enter Canada under the same 6.1% tariff and 49,000 unit quota as their EVs. They would not qualify for the EVAP rebate because they're built in China. But even without the rebate, a $32,000 plug-in hybrid SUV undercuts every competitor by a massive margin. There's also the question of whether BYD will build a factory in Canada. Reports indicate BYD is considering either building a new facility or acquiring an existing production line. If that happens, Canadian-built BYD hybrids would qualify for the rebate, avoid the tariff entirely, and have no quota restrictions. That scenario would reshape the entire Canadian auto market. The average Canadian spends $1,373 a month on car ownership. A plug-in hybrid that costs $32,000 with combined fuel costs of $30 to $50 a month could cut that number dramatically. BYD's hybrids might end up being more important for Canada than their EVs. Not because they're more advanced, but because they meet Canadians where they actually are. Would you consider a BYD hybrid over a Toyota or Hyundai? Drop your pick in the comments.